Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in to this week's yoga video. Today we're going to be doing a gentle stretch for the legs. This is something that's really great for Olympic lifters, for runners, for people who are seated at their desks for most of the day at work. So if you're feeling any low back pain or any leg pain, this is the video to try. When you're ready, have a seat on your mat and let's get started. So I'm going to start off in hero pose, but I find that that's kind of a challenging pose for people. So if this is not feeling good for your knees, just sit comfortably in a regular seated position. Otherwise, come into hero pose. So to get there, you're going to bring your knees together, but then open up your feet a little bit and push the calf muscles out to the side, and then come to sit down. Sit tall, bring your hands down to your quads, roll your shoulders back and take a deep breath in. And exhale fully. Close your eyes and just come to the center of your breath. Letting your thoughts go, letting your stressors melt away, becoming quiet. As you begin to connect with your breath, notice that with each exhale, you feel more firmly grounded. You feel your shoulders melt away from your ears. You feel more calm. As you breathe in, notice that you lengthen up through the back. And as you exhale, notice that your shoulders melt away from your ears. Your stressors melt away. And as you inhale, notice that your breath makes your chest expand, makes your belly expand as you use your lungs to their fullest capacity. Then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and find your way into child's pose. So go ahead and close your eyes, let your head rest on the mat, and then reach your arms forward, spread your fingers. Press into your palms until you feel a gentle stretch through your armpits. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs up. And as you exhale, press more into your mat with the palms of your hands so that your hips reach back towards your heels. As you inhale, round forward, coming into all fours. Spreading your fingers and bringing your wrists, elbows, and shoulders in one long line. Your knees underneath your hips, knees hip distance. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your tailbone, look up. As you exhale, round your upper back, lower your head. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push the mat away, round your upper back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push. And then come to a flat back here. And then slowly bring your hips back for child's pose. Except once we're out with the arms in front, slowly you're going to begin to walk your arms to the right. So your right hand is going to be off the mat. Then you can lower your head down. Breathe into your side body. And then we'll take it to the other side. On your next inhale, come back to center. Come up into all fours. And you're just going to have a seat on the mat with your bottoms of your feet touching in cobbler's pose. So bring your feet as close to your pelvis as you can. And the bottoms of your feet are touching. Your thumbs are going to come into your arches. And if your knees are up like this, it just means your hips are really tight. So it's not really a big deal. Just another reminder in case you weren't already aware that your hips are tight. As you breathe here, reach through your knees to open up. And then as you exhale, come forward. Press your elbows into your legs if they reach. Keep your heart open so your low back is very long, your upper back is long, shoulder blades drawn toward one another. And this is just kind of like a passive, we're doing this like very gently, very passive stretch. We're not actively trying to get our head down to the ground. As you breathe here, peel your feet open like a book using your thumbs. So maybe the tops of your feet come down towards the mat. Maybe they don't. Just breathe. And as you breathe, focus on wherever it is you're feeling tightness. This is probably going to be through your inner thighs or maybe around the backs of your hips. Just make any small movements you need to. If you want to kind of rock side to side like I'm doing, you can do that. If you want to stay in stillness, you can do that. Just let your breath kind of comb through any tangles you're feeling. And then when you're ready, gently release, long arms. Then bring your hands underneath your knees and press your knees together. Then lift your feet up, or your toes rather, so your heels are on the ground, and slide the bottoms of your hands underneath your feet so that your toes are touching your wrists. From here, if you can, see if you can bring your knees in between your arms. If not, if you're open like this, that's fine. And then once you do that, press your feet into your hands and then lower your chin towards your chest and breathe. On the next inhale, ripple up through your spine to get long and then extend your left leg. Bring your right foot into your inner left thigh and then square your upper body over your left leg. Take a deep breath in, get long. And as you exhale, spider your fingers forward. Again, very passive. We're not very concerned with how far you can come down. This is just a very gentle stretch. As you're breathing here, you're probably going to feel this through the back of your left leg and then also right in here. So just stay mindful and use your breath to comb through your tangles. On your next inhale, rise up. You're going to bring the bottom of the right foot down onto the ground as close to your pelvis as you can. Bring your right arm to the inside and then send your upper body forward, thumb down, and then wrap your arm around the front of your right shin. If you have a yoga strap, you can use that. Otherwise, you can grab hold by bringing your left hand behind you and clasping the hands. Inhale, exhale, melt forward, bringing your head down towards your knee. Again, very passive, doesn't really matter how far you can go. This is just a good hip opener. Try to keep your shoulders even here. Then on your next inhale, gently release. Extend your right leg and bring your left foot into your inner right thigh. Square your upper body over your right leg. Spread the right toes. Deep breath in, long arms. Exhale, melt your upper body forward, intending for the stomach to reach your thigh. Keep your gaze forward. Look past your foot and breathe. As you inhale, rise up. Bring your left foot down to the ground, as close to your pelvis as you can. Left arm to the inside. Reach your upper body forward. Your left thumb points down. Wrap your left arm around the front of your left shin. Use a yoga strap or reach behind you with your right hand, grab hold. Keep your shoulders even, deep breath in. Exhale, melt forward, bringing your head down towards your knee. Very passive, doesn't matter how far you can go, just breathe. As you inhale, rise up. As you exhale, extend your left leg as well. Remove the flesh from underneath your sitting bones. Bring your hands down in front. Doesn't matter where they grab hold. Maybe the bottoms of your shin. Maybe you can wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Deep breath in, long arms, wherever you are. Exhale, melt your body forward until your stomach feels like it's on your thighs. That's all we're concerned about here because we're trying to stretch the hamstrings. So keep your gaze out in front and breathe into whatever it is you're feeling. On your next inhale, long arms, then release the pose. You're gonna bend your left leg, just bringing the foot down onto the ground, and then bend your right leg, so we're gonna cross your right ankle over your left thigh. From here, sit very tall. You can choose to either just stay here like this, or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can wrap your arms around like this, grabbing hold as if you're like holding a baby. Just make sure to flex your right foot to prevent it from sickling. And then try to sit tall. So you don't want to round your back too much. And you're going to breathe into your right hip. So you should feel this at the back of your hip. And then we'll gently release and we're going to take it to the other side. So cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Option to stay here tall or reach down. Bring the left foot into the crease of the elbow, and you can rock side to side. You can stay in stillness. You can rock forward and backward. Just try to keep your back long. Gently release when you're ready. And then from here, we're going to come to lie down on the back. Bring your feet about halfway back. And you're going to just gently press into your heels to lift your hips. We don't have to worry so much about lifting the chest and the back. Just your hips is all we're concerned about. And you're going to breathe into the tops of your legs. From here, bring your hands underneath your low back, and then see if you can just kind of like rest a little bit of your weight into your hands. From here, we're going to gently release and take Supta Baddha Konasana, so bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Let your legs completely relax. If this is too intense for you, just put a yoga block underneath each leg, or you can roll a blanket up. Bring both hands to your stomach, close your eyes, and let go of your intentional breathing. Let your breath just come naturally. I'm going to be here for about 5 minutes, and I'll let you know when Shavasana is complete. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And slowly make your way over to your right side. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Bring both hands to your heart. Just take a second to acknowledge your practice and give thanks for your health and wellness. And when you're ready, seal in your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below and I'll do my best to be in touch. And if you're interested in pre-ordering my book, Namaste, it is now available on Amazon and I'll put the link right here for you. Thanks a lot and I'll see you next week.